Hello and welcome to Hyzer Media's coverage of Maple Hill Disc Golf presents the 2023 Cosmic Open presented by Innova Disc Golf. As always, we have to thank our presenting sponsors, Cosmic Disc Golf, D-Town Disc Golf, and Reaper Disc Supply. I'm Nathan Johnson, today joined in the booth by Dan Brooks-Wells. How's it going, Dan?
Going good, man. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. We are here for the final round. First place, Lucas Oberholtzer Hess, neg 7, rating 1013. In second place, we have Chris Villa at -6 at 1011 or at a 1006 rating. At third place, we have Reid from Connecticut, 975 rated, and we have Jonathan Moldoff from Westchester, PA, which is not too far away, at 972 rating. So, kicking it off here at hole 1. This is a par 3, 309 foot. It is sponsored by D-Town Disc Golf, and as you can see, it is a tight tunnel off the tee. We did not have any birdies first round.
So here we are, David from Cosmic Disc Golf for day 2 of the Cosmic Open. Here wearing my Save Stafford Woods shirts, as we are at Stafford Woods. This was the first disc golf course that I started playing, and Stafford means more to me than a lot of people know. I played my first 500 rounds of disc golf right here. I think everybody appreciates that it's one of the best courses in the world, and we want to see it stay. Save Stafford Woods. The fight's not over, but we hope it all stays. So we appreciate everybody's support, and I'm very honored to be able to have the Cosmic Open here for a third year in a row at Stafford Woods, and we'll throw a ceremonial first throw.
Yeah, Dave.
All right. That's a fairway hit. All right. Thank you very much. And I'm going to tee these guys off. First on the tee is our leader at 7 under par from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Lucas Oberholtzer Hess.
Thank you, Dave. Just leading the way before he tees off. As we mentioned, Stafford Woods is in danger of being pulled from the ground. We're going to have a petition in the description of this video. We would appreciate it greatly if you'd go over and check that out and sign it. This is a great course in New Jersey, and we'd love for it to stay.
Next on the tee, from Norristown, Pennsylvania, Chris Villa.
Is it just me, or did that give like Saturday Night Live artist introduction vibes?
Absolutely.
No.
He definitely hyped it up on that one for sure.
Chris,
You
one
guys
stroke
are-
back. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say, if you guys aren't hyped, you should be, because this is a battle. Lucas and Chris, and Harris and John are all in it. But we know Lucas and Chris. I expect them to go back and forth. And Chris being a Woods master, Lucas is going to have a good round.
Next on the tee, from Coventry, Connecticut, Reid. My man.
Harris Reid coming out from Connecticut. Never seen him play before, so we will see how he attacks these woods.
That's awesome. I'd love to see people make the trip down here again. This is a top course on the east side, and definitely in Jersey. So not a bad tee shot there.
And our last competitor on the tee for our lead card today is John Moldoff from Westchester, Pennsylvania. John Moldoff, come on up here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rounding out the card, a very solid 5 down first round. We'll see if he can keep it going here. Like you said, Dan, no birdies in round 1 on this hole, but this looks like a really nice shot.
Hey, John.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, good luck.
Yeah, that was great. Looks like a circle's edge putt. Lucas, kind of a scramble right off the get-go. This course will keep you on your toes the whole time.
Perfectly comfortable with those little touchy forehand shots. Just overcooks that one a little bit. Gonna leave him a long putt. Chris, you know he's trying to throw this one in for a highlight right off the bat.
Oh, yeah. We'll take the easy par. Lucas made a similar distance putt, a few of them last round. See if we can keep it going. Off the top.
Not the way you wanted to start this round. Only a 2-round tournament, this B tier. Long.
From Connecticut. Ah. Catching that one. So, from Connecticut. Glad he's down here. And see if John can get a good start. Yeah.
Great birdie to start off his round. Gets him moving in the right direction. We're going to have a 3-way tie at the top here after 1 hole.
Oh, no.
Maybe some jitters there for Harris. The lead card here just doesn't quite get the hand into the chains.
Maybe a little first. Yeah, a little jitters. Yeah, that's definitely tough right off the bat. And guys, in the beginning, I didn't mean to, take anything away from Harris and John. Obviously, they are in contention. I'm just used to seeing Lucas and Chris battle, but for sure, they put a good round together. This is anyone's game.
Yeah, I mean, any B tier in New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, like Lucas and Chris are on the lead card, right? So we are not surprised, but we are very excited.
Yes. All right. Hole 2, sponsored by Reaper Disc Supply. Par 4, 509 feet. Not the longest par 4, but got to hit your landing zones. Flick or backhand off the tee, and kind of a more so a flick into the green here. A couple trees to beat. I would say these guys are looking to get past the V tree kind of down the middle to have an easy upshot in, and some people like to lay up right before the V tree.
Just a bit overcooked there for John. Kicks him off to the left-hand side. That is going to be tricky.
It's better to be left than right, and it's better to be center than anywhere else, in case you didn't know.
Wow, that's new information. I should try. I'm going to try that one next time I play around. Something like this, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to have an easy upshot into the green.
Good to know.
Yeah. No, that was exactly what you're looking for from Chris. He flexed it off to the right and kind of finished out straight there. He'll be rewarded with a nice look into the green.
Lucas just kind of slowing it down with the slammer. Just a casual 300-foot flick, probably. With a 0-speed disc.
Right. And I actually really like that play. A lot of people throw driver with the flick, and they get these big skips to the right, and it cuts them off. So throwing that slower disc makes sure he doesn't get too far right.
Just a little early release there from Harris. It's tough. I mean, this course just starts you off right in the teeth, right? With just a couple of tight tee shots back to back, and if you're not feeling it early, your score is not going to look pretty.
Right. And that it might be tough from there too. He kind of cut himself off. He's going to have to get this one high and to the right, I would assume. Give it time to flex over, glide over to the right, I should say.
Yep, he's going turnover.
He's going
or
roller.
Maybe roller. Oh, I would have loved to see that finish.
I like that play. There are a lot of down logs, but I don't mind the roller. So he doesn't actually seem to be in a horrible spot. Little flex forehand.
A little high, a little nose up, but still fights through.
It's a putt, isn't it? I mean,
that circle's edge.
Slammer.
That's how you'd like to draw it up. See if he can execute here. A little high, but very short. Wow.
Interesting. I think he nicked a tree and just kind of like shot him down. Oh,
ooh,
my
unicorn!
gosh.
Unicorn alert!
Oh. Everybody,
Screenshot, clip it, put it on every social media platform. We got a Chris Villa forehand.
freaking got him, dude. And it was perfect.
Of course. I mean, that's not what we're surprised about.
Right.
We're surprised that he threw it. Oh my gosh. Never see that.
He catches a little early. Tough hole for Harris. Let's stop the bleeding, just get up and down. He actually might try to put this in, but I'll lay it up.
Yeah, smart.
Yep, and Chris has, he's done with looking for the round. He's told me, maybe one around, and he's hit it. So, no more, Chris.
Tough look there from Lucas.
Yeah.
Leaves it a little short. Not the start he wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, but that is the start John wanted. Back-to-back
Talking about.
birdies.
What a great putt. Smooth. I don't see any wobble on it. Direct to the point. I like it.
Yeah, super clean release.
Floppy cookie.
Oatmeal raisin that time.
Extra raisins.
Chris, I'd count out of the forehand.
That's 2 in 1 hole. I didn't throw any extra.
I don't know if I call that one a forehand, but
All right. Hole 3, sponsored by Cosmic Disc Golf. Par 3, 313 over the pond. You want to get over this hill and kind of filter into the raised basket. And I do want to say, this whole sponsored by Cosmic, sponsored by Dave, and Dave does a lot for this course. Again, please go and take a look at the petition to save this course. Thank you.
and thank you, Dan. That's a great shot from John. He is on a heater. The guy came to play.
Oh, yeah. I like the width on this.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Uh-huh.
Yep, nice to push it. Keep the disc moving straight for a little bit before you get that fade. Something nice and overstable to beat the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Fade over there towards the basket. Let's see if Lucas can get himself moving in the right direction. That looks like a good start.
Sit down. Lucas is going to be like, how did this get over there? Because you can't see the disc. He can't see it from where he's at.
Mhm.
He's going to be like, what?
Yeah, pretty mean roll to kick him back into circle 2, but still will be a wide open look.
Let's get Harris back on track here. He didn't seem to like it. Yeah, inside.
Ooh. Tough kick too. Just kind of looked a little undercommitted. Didn't quite hit that one.
I think he's fortunate to be high enough on the hill where you can see the basket. If you get below, because it really drops off, really nice up. If you get below, it really drops off. You can't see the basket. You got to throw way up. It becomes difficult. So
Long look for Lucas, and
there it is.
that's going to be a nice confidence booster.
Yeah.
Get him rolling. Get some birdies here.
Keep the train going.
Wow.
Yes. See how direct that is?
It's a nice
Love
looking putt.
It is.
Just a little spin, a little nose up, nice and flat. Kind of the opposite of Chris's putt. But
Yeah.
oh,
No.
I was gonna say it works, but it did not work there. It's a rare miss from 28 feet.
Yeah, he's not happy about that. He's going to go home and putt that putt 100 times.
He's gonna make 99 of them.
Yeah. Moving on to hole 4, sponsored by BS Upshot. This is a par 4, 558 feet. You got to beat the corner here, land somewhere around here, and then you got to beat the next corner into the green. First shot is kind of a fairway driver or driver, and then the next shot is dealer's choice. Usually want to throw a slower disc into the green. And I always like to mention this tree. You can kind of see in the distance there that kind of hangs out with the limbs growing up. I just think it's an awesome tree.
Yeah, and it's half an inch closer to the ground than it was yesterday. That is pushed a little deep from John.
Yeah. Oh, not to mention, John took the lead, by the way. Did you mention that? I
No,
must have missed
no,
that.
I did
Oh.
not. But yeah, he does have an outright lead after 3 holes. But again, plenty of golf left.
Oh yeah.
This is a little wide from Lucas, but it's fine. Just this,
Yeah.
the tall rough is going to be an inconvenience, that's for sure.
Right. And some might say that, oh, why don't they cut that a little bit? I like that the rough is rough because it punishes you for not getting it in this fairway. The fairway's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
A little inside for Chris. These guys are just a tad bit off. You definitely would rather miss long or right, technically, off this tee shot because you can still have a look into the green. When you're inside, it's a little bit tougher.
This is a nice looking shot from Harris.
Yeah.
See if he can get back moving in the right direction. Can't draw it up much better than that.
That seems pulled.
Yeah, just a little overturned, I think, from Chris. I don't know if he wanted that to flip all the way over.
Yeah, I don't think so. He was inside. I think he wanted it to be flat and then left. It looks like they got some wind out there. Maybe the wind just kept it straight. Lucas definitely has a good look into the green. And takes advantage of it.
Yeah, nice shot to overcome those annoying little tall grass. See if Harris can execute here. Pretty open upshot for 90% of the flight. A couple late trees to miss, and he does that very nicely.
Very good.
Looking for his first birdie of the round.
Yeah, and this was crushed off the tee just too far, but it looks like he had a gap.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Made it work really well. Kind of an awkward stance he had in there, but looking for 4 in a row to start the day.
This is an important shot for Chris. All right, give himself a putt. Save this par.
A little longer than he'd like, but
boy.
he's not missing 2 of those in a row.
Yeah, to bogey this hole, pretty rough.
Harris nicely done there to pick up a birdie for himself. Gets him moving back in the right direction. Lucas usually good for these. Like to see him take his time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas takes those breaths, calm himself down.
Always good to have the routine on the putting green.
Here's John to keep the lead by a stroke over Lucas.
Yeah.
That'll do. Fire.
Guy came to play.
Okay, hole 5, sponsored by On Your Card. This is a par 4, 611 feet. The tee shot is whatever you want, Hyzer. Just make sure you stay in bounds. And the tricky part is getting through these gaps to get a putt at the basket. So, kind of slopes right to left. If you have the forehand, that's probably the ideal shot, but the backhand works just fine. Just make sure you're staying in bounds.
Yeah, big spike hyzer, not too surprising from John. Yeah,
Yep, that'll do.
minimal ground play is what you're looking for. Grass looks
sometimes,
pretty thick, so shouldn't get too much of it. Yeah.
yeah, it should be fine. Sometimes I wish this hole was later in the round because I feel like the guys with big arms, such as Lucas, could potentially get a putt. But I don't think you're ever going to see a go-for-it shot on being the 5th hole. Just things that go through my brain.
I agree. I would love to see like a skins match or something and watch, something where it's encouraged for Lucas to go for it. I want to see how close he can get. This is wide. It's going to need some help.
Get a little skip. There we go.
Wow. That was way closer than I thought when I threw it.
scary.
I was worried, but worked out.
Chris getting the height he needs to swing it back in. And perfect.
Yeah, it looks pretty calm too, which is nice on these open holes.
Yeah.
Not too much wind to worry about. It's where these open, just big kind of open hyzers can get you into some trouble if you're not careful.
Absolutely. That is very early. And that, unless he gets a lucky roll, that is OB. Yeah, it didn't just seem like he just didn't snap that one off as hard as I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, just a little uncommitted, a little early, a little too much hyzer.
And that is undercommitted too. That's got to get down. And that's OB.
Wow. Kept hyping up this Lucas Chris battle before the
I'm
as the
telling
round
you.
was started, and these guys have not come to play.
Not yet. And John and Harris can take advantage of both of them going OB. And that just...
First forehand of the day.
Yeah, I think that slipped a little bit. And this was a crush. This is way up the fairway.
Just a okay. Out of the straight putter, he's going to opt for the hyzer into the basket, and yeah, the dude's going to be 5 through 5, and he's going to have at least a 2-stroke lead, at least on this card.
Yeah. Well done.
Nice recovery there from Harris. A little short, but with the luck, this is going to be a long par look from Lucas. Call it 55.
Maybe longer. Yeah, he pulls it into the tree. Chris with a couple trees in front of him. Probably not a clean look at it, but he'll give it a run, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's got to find a way here. Looking to save the par.
Yeah. Not great.
No, just didn't quite have the right line there. Ooh, and Harris just pulls that one.
Just a little bit. I don't mind the confident bid, you know. A little bit of a tester of a comeback. Very nice.
Good correction. Puts it on the pole there. So we're going to have a bogey for the whole rest of the card. Lucas, Harris, and Chris. And John's going to pick up another birdie to take him to 10 down. Assuming nothing crazy happens here.
Yep. And this was the, if I'm looking at the numbers right, the 5th or 6th, I believe, hardest hole on the course. Played .23 above par. And I'm sure disappointment there, but gotta move on. Hole 6, sponsored by Jersey Discs. It is a par 4, 611 feet. A little downhill. OB to the right, natural OB to the left, I would say. And you got to get it up into this green, to the iconic pyramid green. Beautiful, beautiful setup here. OB deep, and you really want to get it to the bottom to try and make a putt for your birdie. And if you're getting a par, you want to get it up to at least the 2nd rung for an easy par save. So the mistakes here are early left or pushing it too far straight. Push too far straight, you go OB. Too far left, and you're in the crap. And this looks beautiful. Perfect.
He's just dialed. Just super nothing crazy from John. Just very in control. Executing well. It's kind of all you need out here. Not really a bomber course. Just technical at Stafford. Hit your gaps. Make your putts.
They'll both have a look into the green. This looks good too.
Yeah, you got that little bit of flip up, but never really in danger of turning over. Chris
It's
flexing
gotta
this
come out.
one.
Stable. That's gotta get stable.
Ooh.
That bounced off the short tee.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
it did.
T-pad skip.
Awesome. That used to be the only tee available until they put in this long tee pad, and I do like the change. So here's the drive in. You got to kind of fight your way through these trees, pick your gap, and get to the bottom of the hill.
Yep. Nice shot from Chris. It's going to be tough putt to run, but might give it a
Yeah.
bid.
We'll see. I don't know if he's feeling it yet. I think this is one you just lay up. This is a little early as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Hyzer. Yeah, the Hyzer angle that they're taking, it's tough to get all the way to the base of the platform. This is more the line you're going to want to take to get all the way up there, but just a little overcooked from Lucas.
Yeah, and I see from where John is, if he has a flick, I like the flick in, but I don't know if he has that. But he is flexing something over nice. But he's just a little early and short too. I think we're gonna see some layups here. I don't think we're gonna see any runs.
Yeah,
Wrong?
this is not an easy layup from back here, and yeah, that's
That might be OB.
Let's go.
not good.
It's not OB. But that's a tough putt coming back.
Ooh,
Should be all right.
I think it stayed, but
Yeah. Maybe he was trying to give that. I don't know. Maybe. And he doesn't need to give it a bid. But he.
yeah,
It's so hard to tell.
It's hard. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like you can tell yourself you're trying to make it, and then to actually get it all the way up there is another story. Right. Oh, that was a fun little bounce off the stairs. So where is Lucas?
So he's not OB because there's the property line is right behind him. Could have been, but that's awesome.
What a putt! Just that little bit of window. That's all he needed.
Yeah.
On the elevated basket. What a huge save to keep himself in the mix.
Yeah, and these guys are trying to make their putts so they don't lose another stroke to John. And since you guys know that the hole, nobody's birdieing it, this was the third or fourth hardest hole.
Yep, fourth hardest. Got to give the shout out to Tony Hoffer, only birdie on the
Well
day.
done. I'd like to know where you made the putt from. Hole 7, par 3, 300 feet, sponsored by Darkside Disc Golf Dies. Over the pond. He goes in the pond, you go to a drop zone, and then backhand or flick into this built-up green.
John likes the backhand option. Haven't seen him throw a flick yet. A little
gonna say-
overturn.
And he's safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he doesn't throw flicks. I'm just going to go out there and boldly say that.
All right, well, we'll see if that holds up. Lucas, he does throw forehands quite well. That is a nice one. Looked like it stayed close.
Yeah. I like this line. Flexes out just a little bit.
Oh yeah, beautiful shot.
Very nice.
Yeah, hair's super smooth. It's got that nice flat release dialed in.
This has turned a little too much, I think. Well,
Kind of fought
Not too
through
bad.
though. Yeah. So another look after being barely in bounds for John here. Call it 40 feet, and he gets it.
are you kidding me?
He is just absolutely on a heater right now.
Boy.
Chris connects as well. Circles edge. All right, card's starting to wake up now.
Yeah. See if Lucas can keep stride. Yep. Easy does it.
And it looks like I don't want to jinx it. But we should have our first.
Don't say it.
No, I jinxed it.
Oh, Nathan!
Dan, why did you let me do that? Oh.
I tried, dude. Oh, sorry, Harris. Let's make a
I
good
will take the
comebacker.
blame. I will take the blame on that one, Harris.
Oh, man.
It's tough. It's tough. I mean, you like the commitment on the putt, right? But
Yeah, absolutely.
when you're a little off left and right, it's going to leave you a long comebacker.
Hole 8, sponsored by Treemagnets. The par 4, 467 feet. Tight gap off the tee. Get through, skip to the left, glide to the left, whatever, and hit another tunnel down to the basket. It's one of the shorter par 4s on the course. It's all about the tee shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you hit this tee shot, you could have a long jump putt in. Not necessarily one that you might want to run, but wow. And yeah, a little early there from John, but sneaks through.
Yeah, that'll work. Right down the middle. Yep, catches a tree, but I mean, that's kind of luck of the draw there. That was a good shot.
Yeah, he's made his way to the corner, so not too. Should be straightforward, at least from there. Chris going with that more stable disc on the flex line that we saw him execute so well in the first round, and he is able to do it again really nicely.
I love this shirt by Harris, Team Wick. Cool skull, cool design.
And a very cool shot as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's in the perfect spot.
Way to execute after that, last putting blunder. Sometimes it's hard to step up and concentrate on the next shot.
Kind of a dead skip there from Lucas, but still leaves him probably a couple paces outside the circle.
It's gonna skip. Gets a little scoot, circle's edge.
Kind of a dealer's choice on these upshots. Just find your gap. Give yourself a look. Chris does a nice job of that. 15 feet or so, and
Yep.
the only thing John has to miss is that short basket.
Yep.
Nicely done.
It's easy. A little bit of a tester for Lucas.
All at 50 feet or so, just never had the height. Let's see if Harris can find that putt again. Pace was good that time, just leaked a little left. Yeah. Wow.
Solid. Just solid.
Every putt is in the heart too, right? Like it's not like he's just barely making. Just super confident, super dialed.
Yeah.
Hit every gap off the tee.
And this was tied for the easiest hole on the course with a few other holes. So you definitely wanted to pick up the birdie on this one. All right, moving on to the final hole of the front nine. Hole 9, par 3, 301 feet. Weird, skinny gap kind of on the right side. That's kind of the play everybody does. Either a hyzer flipping flick, and I was wrong. He flicks. Sorry. Or maybe a mid-range backhand that flips over.
All right. First real mistake we've seen from John off the tee there. Just a bit of an early release. We will see what his scramble game looks like here coming up. Villa opting for the turn over backhand line down that inside gap. Just kind of catches some cabbage up there, drops him down.
There's a lot to hit on this hole. And Lucas got through the first round, and looks like he did it again. Well done. Lucas knows the hole.
Just got that nice soft hyzer. Pretty dialed with the forehand. Harris going to opt for the turnover line, kind of going the outside gap.
Yeah, I don't see that often, and I think he's going to pay the price.
Yeah, just can't get right enough, you know, just not enough time for the disc to move. Just got this kind of backdoor line here. Nicely done. Yeah. Scramble percentage 100, assuming he's able to connect there. Let's see if Chris gives this. I just every time I'm ready. I'm ready for the Villa throwing. You know, I haven't gotten it yet, but I feel like one's coming. It's coming
for sure. All right, he had a little window there. And Lucas for the solo 2 on the card.
Second round in a row. Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you he's the only one who got it twice. And actually, the only other person to birdie it is Matt.
I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. That's all you.
We're going to go with Matt.
Yeah. Nice.
Sorry, Matt. You know what? I'm going to attempt it. Barub. And that's all I'm going to say.
Either way, good birdie. Nice par save from John. Good par save there from Harris as well. And just like that, we blinked. We played 9 holes, and John Moldoff has opened up a 3-stroke lead on the card.
Yeah, well
Chase
done.
card, you know they're making moves down there. Still plenty of golf left, plenty of moves to be made as we take a look at the shot of the round contender. This great uphill par save from Lucas Oberholtzer Hess.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to the Norse gods as well as the Patreon family. We got 9 holes to go here at the 2023 Cosmic Open. Come on back, and we'll see you over there. Jinx.